Ana de Smart Mind é uma escola canadense que oferece cursos de inglês, francês e imigração. Os vídeos estão em inglês ou francês para você se acostumar com a pronúncia. Os professores que sabem português vão te ajudar. Aqui, você vai ver um texto, uma regra gramatical e um exercício. Vamos embora.
Hi, welcome back to Canada Smart Mind. Today, you see how we can apply the lexical approach. Also, you will see in the other videos how to get a job in the Canadian market. Now, let's jump in. You are going to see here 1. A text to improve your pronunciation, 2. A grammar explanation to know how to say your things, 3. An exercise to consolidate your knowledge. You will learn how to consolidate English in your talking to improve your career abilities and to immigrate to Canada or any other English-speaking country. Pay close attention to this video to find out how. 1. Text.
Language teachers are always looking for new ways to get their students to practice speaking in class. One way to get students to talk is to show them photographs and ask them to talk about what they see. Many teachers may already have a collection of interesting pictures to use in class. If you are a new teacher, you can find excellent photos in our Day in Photos section. The daily collection includes images from around the world. You can also use newspaper photos. In 2013, the New York Times Free Learning Network website began publishing a special photo each Monday. The photo does not include any description or information. The Times invited teachers to use the weekly photo to start discussions with students. The Times calls the section, "What's Going On in This Picture?" It suggests that educators ask these questions. What is going on in this picture? What do you see that makes you say that? What more can you find? Readers can post comments that say what they think is happening in the photo. Later in the week, the Times prints the description of the photo. Teachers can use photographs to help students practice new grammar points. You can choose to ask questions that they must answer using a verb tense you are studying or using certain grammatical forms. Here are 2 examples. Our first photo is from the January 20th Day in Photos. It shows people at a festival in Nicaragua. If you are studying prepositions, you might ask, "What do you see on their heads?" If you want your students to use the past tense, you can ask, "What did they do before someone took this photo?" After a discussion, you can ask your students to begin a story with a statement related to the photo. For example, "Yesterday I was walking to school and I saw..." Our next photo is from the January 6th Day in Photos. We see Japanese firemen showing firefighting methods. They are on long ladders high in the air. Questions about this photo might include, what are these people doing? How do you feel about what they are doing? What do you notice about how they are dressed? In a recent class with teachers, my coworker Ana Mateo and I learned how some English teachers in Bolivia use pictures. Here are their ideas. Have students write a caption or description for the picture. If this photo was in a news story, what would the headline be? Show only part of a picture and ask, "What do you think this photo is about?" Slowly, show more and more of the picture until all of it is seen. Ask students to write about it and read their stories to each other. Use a photo of a popular place for travelers. Ask students to make it the center of a tourism marketing campaign. They may make an Instagram post with a few words, or a magazine advertisement with words or expressions to help sell the place. Use a picture of a local art or craft and ask students to write about its cultural importance and their own experience with making or using it. Our final photo today is an historical image taken in the United States during the 1940s. Some men are carrying covered cans. Their clothing and faces are marked with dirt. They are wearing a special hat with a light on the front. Look at the photo. Choose to be a teacher or student and answer the questions in the comments. For the teacher, what questions would you ask about this picture? Tell about 2 or more activities you would do with your students after viewing the picture. For the student, what is happening in this picture? What do you think is in the cans? Where are the men going? Write about the picture. If you try this activity, you will find the old expression is true in more ways than one. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm Jill Robbins.
Agora você tem o texto. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now you have the text to help you to improve your pronunciation. Subscribe to us in the description. Now, you will have this, too, grammar explanation. Verb forms. English verbs come in several forms. For example, the verb sing can be sing, sang, sung, singing or sings. This is a total of 5 forms, not many, considering that some languages, French, for example, have more than 30 forms for an individual verb. English tenses may be quite complicated, but the forms that we use to make the tenses are actually very simple. With the exception of the verb be, English main verbs have only 3, 4 or 5 forms. Be has 8 forms. Helping verbs have even fewer forms, as most of them never change. In this lesson we look at the forms of main verbs and helping verbs, followed by a quiz to check your understanding. Forms of main verbs, except the verb be, have 3, 4 or 5 forms. The verb be has 8 forms. In the table below, the number column shows the actual number of forms for the given verb. We use these forms to make all the tenses and other verb structures in all moods, aspects and voices. Base, V1 past simple, V2 past participle, V3 present participle, third person singular, present simple number, reg work working works 4, irreg cut cutting cuts 3, make made making makes 4, sing sang sung singing sings 5, have had having has 4, do did done doing does 5, base past simple, 2 forms, past participle present simple, 3 forms, number, be was, were been being are, is 8. In the above examples, cut has 3 forms, cut, cutting, cuts, work has 4 forms, work, worked, working, works, sing has 5 forms, sing, sang, sung, singing, sings, be has 8 forms, be, was, were, been, being, am, is, are. Note that in dictionaries the headword for any given verb entry is always in the base form, infinitive. There are 2 possibilities for the infinitive base form, the bare infinitive, to plus base form, the to infinitive. For example, sing and to sing are both infinitives as they are identical in form to the base form, and to is not part of the verb. We do not list the infinitive as a separate form. Note that the to is not a preposition, it is an infinity marker or particle. At school, students often learn by heart the base, past simple and past participle, sometimes called V1, V2, V3, meaning verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. For irregular verbs, they may spend many hours chanting sing, sang, sung, go, went, gone, have, had, etc. They do not learn these for regular verbs for one very simple reason: the past simple and past participle are always the same. They are formed by adding ed to the base. They do not learn the present participle and third person singular present simple for regular or irregular verbs. For another very simple reason: they never change. The present participle is always made by adding ing to the base, and the third person singular present simple is always made by adding s to the base, though there are some variations in spelling. Note that have, do and be also function as helping or auxiliary verbs with exactly the same forms. Example sentences. These example sentences use main verbs in different forms. Base infinitive, she helped him work on his homework. We heard them sing their national anthem. I want to have a drink. To be or not to be, that is the question. Base imperative, work well. Make this, have a nice day, be quiet. Base present simple, except third person singular, I work in London, you sing well, they have a lot of money. Base after modal auxiliary verbs, I can work tomorrow, you must sing louder, they might do it, you could be right. Past simple, I worked yesterday, she cut his hair last week, they had a good time, they were surprised, but I was not. Past participle, I have worked here for 5 years, he needs a folder made of plastic, it is done like this, I have never been so happy. Present participle, I am working. Singing well is not easy. Having finished, he went home, you are being silly. Third person singular present simple, he works in London, she sings well, she has a lot of money. It is Vietnamese forms of helping verbs. We use helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, with main verbs. The tables on this page show the forms of all helping verbs. There are 2 groups of helping verbs. 1. Primary helping verbs. We use primary helping verbs to change the tense or voice of the main verb and to make questions and negatives. There are only 3 primary helping verbs. Do, have, be. These verbs can also function as main verbs when we use them as helping verbs. Here are the forms that we use. Base third person singular present simple past simple do does, did have has had. Base present simple, 3 forms, past simple, 2 forms, present participle past participle be am are is was were being been. Look at these example sentences using primary helping verbs with main verbs. Do you like him? He does go home sometimes. I did not see her. They have finished their homework. Has he arrived yet? John had not called for 3 weeks. They will be eating when we arrive. I am feeling sick. Are you working at the moment? Joe is not watching TV. Tara was cooking when I phoned. Were you expecting me? My car is being repaired. I have been working all day. 2 modal helping verbs. We use modal helping verbs to change the mood of the main verb. As you see, modal verbs have only 1 form each. They never change. Invariable modal verbs can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to. Semi-modal verbs need, dare, used to. We use the word form to mean the shape or writing of the actual verb itself. Do not confuse verb forms with tenses. We use the different verb forms to make the tenses and other verb structures, but they are not the same thing.
Agora você tem a regra gramatical. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now you have the grammar rule to help you to use formal and right English. Now, the exercise. 3. Exercise. Verb forms quiz. 1. A bird sang to me this morning. Third person singular present, past simple, base. 2. They have been playing tennis all day. Base, present participle, present simple. 3. I don't think he will guess the answer. Past simple, third person singular present, base. 4. Have you baked the cookies yet? Base, past participle, present participle. 5. Had they finished before you arrived? Past simple, base, past participle. 6. I asked your brother to drive us there. Base, past simple, present participle. 7. It is a sunny day today. Past simple, third person singular present, past participle. 8. We are in the kitchen doing the dishes. Present simple, present participle, base. 9. He was feeding the dogs. Base, past simple, past participle. 10. He walks to my car with me at night. Present participle, third person singular present, base. Answers: 1. Past simple, 2. Present participle, 3. Base, 4. Base, 5. Past participle, 6. Base, 7. Third person singular present, 8. Present participle, 9. Past simple, 10. Third person singular present.
Agora você tem o exercício. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now, you have to exercise to help to consolidate what you have learned. We will love to read your comments about this video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and be sure to be in touch with us. Keep up there and write your story. I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.